Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome back. Thank you for pausing. I got a phone call and hence I had to end the reading. But let's go ahead and dive into any messages for Sagittarius, people and placements that they'd like you to know. So let's see. Messages for Sagittarius, people and placements. Skywriting, the fates. Interesting. Number 49. So there definitely could be a mindset shift. You could be having Libra placements as well. Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius, and Libra is ruled by Venus. Those are both benefic planets. So I wouldn't be surprised if you kind of operated in similar ways. They're planets of abundance, right? So skywriting the fates, beautiful, and whale song on the bottom resonating with 61. Maybe you just feel really attuned to everything around you that's happening right now. Something could be destined. Maybe there's a spouse coming in. You might be moving in with them. Sagittarius, best advice, please. Most important, vital advice for Sagittarius people. The soulmates, beautiful energy here again. A new start in maybe where you're living. So it's just gorgeous energy here, honestly. So let's see. Let's see. Messages for Sagittarius people and placements, Sagittarius. So it looks like emotions are cooling down, which is great, especially if you're going through a time of pure, like tumultuous emotions. It looks like that could be straightening it out. Maybe you're able to work with people in a cooperative way a lot better right now, or that is your advice. Actually, you know what? Yeah, Sagittarius. Any messages in here for Sagittarius? I think we got squirrel gratitude here. You know what? I'm going to pull it out. I think this is the one. I feel it. I call it. Look at that beautiful image right there. It's like, I don't know if you could see that, but she's holding like her hands together like this, and there's like a ball of golden light between her fingers. You might not be able to see it on my screen. I don't know if I can adjust this. There we go. That might help. Okay, yeah, I think I'll leave it at this setting maybe, just because it's more clear. But let's go ahead and read. Sorry. Amen, amen. Number 18. So this could be shared financial opportunity or opportunities through other people, finances. People want to contribute, support you. You could be the occult could be helping you. Definitely something in regards to real estate or where you live, or just somebody wants to nurture you like a mother would, or protect you. Kind of, the home, the real estate, anything that has to do with the fourth house. This could be also emotions. Emotionally nourishing yourself, feeling that kind of emotional nourishing. You're feeling it from, if you believe in God as a woman, then that kind of mother archetype that's protecting you. Acknowledgement and appreciation. All that I am and all that I'll be, forever in gratitude, I'll eternally be. So this is in regards to business contracts or relationships with other people, or maybe just the way that karma works in the universe. I was about to say in real estate, I guess. I don't know. It can be challenging to find gratitudes in times of distress or chaos, but those are the best times to lean into what you have to be thankful for. Gratitude is like an anchor, holding you steady when the world around you spins. Most of us are thankful for the big things, like a new car or money or finding someone you love, but what about the small things, like the perfect cup of coffee in the morning or hearing your favorite song on the radio? You can even be grateful for things that haven't happened to you, like not getting the flu this year. There are so many ways to bring gratitude into your life, and the more you do, the more you will see your manifestations coming to pass. That's because there's like the law of assumption, basically. So if you're sending out that energy of like receptivity, of bounty, of enjoyment, of pleasure, that's a really good positive energy for everybody in the world, right? So um, and that's really attractive, right? Because that's what Venus does. It attracts. It's like you can manifest with that kind of energy. Let's see. You have full gratitude as a reminder to be thankful for your situation, no matter the circumstances. You may not understand why this is happening, but trust it leads you towards a divine purpose. The universe needs to feel appreciation, just like you and me. The more you can be grateful, even when you'd rather complain, the more the universe responds and thanks. And it's really nice. I mean, the more you feel gratitude, the more that you're positively approaching your life, the more you maybe even have the energy to do things, to initiate more manifestations, more creations, more creative enterprises or endeavors into your life, more joy, more enjoyment, more creativity. Gratitude may also help you to see your situation from a new point of view. So you could be maybe like you were kind of, when we are in that kind of negative, pessimistic state, you're not seeing solutions in that kind of state. But when you're in a really positive, grateful state, you're operating out of a space of bounty, out of manifestation. So um, let's see. In fact, being so grateful might actually bring you into a period of benefit, abundance, growth, optimism, joy. So it's beautiful energy here. Let's get you an Egyptian. Sagittarius, any other messages? You know what, I'm being called to a different deck. We have the healer when I cut the deck. Sagittarius people and placements, please. Sagittarius energy, any messages from this side of the deck for Sag? The pilgrim, wow. Okay, I'm kind of curious. So, mm, 101, okay. Just give me a moment. We have so much to be grateful for, right? Amen. Thank you for being here. 101. The pilgrim, the wanderer, the traveler, the apprentice. For the pilgrim, an outward journey is always an inward one. This archetypal wanderer seeks wisdom, experience, and meaning in the furthest reaches of the globe and the deepest regions of the spirit. Others wonder when the pilgrim will settle down and claim a more conventional life, but the pilgrim knows that the heart belongs in motion. Where there is motion, there is freedom, expansion, and growth. Responsibilities, social conventions, and logistics lull us to sleep, and soon the pilgrim becomes veiled in the slumber of the day-to-day. Yet when this archetype awakens, it rallies our sense of adventure and leads us out the door in a new reality. With the pilgrim at your side, you will never lack courage, nor do you need every amenity. Travel light, travel soon, your spirit needs it. Learns, grows, adapts, and studies. Aloof, noncommittal, or flaky on the dark side. The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Interesting. We all have a deep longing to answer the call, to get unstuck. What are the obstacles between you and the door? Even in the stillness of meditation, the pilgrim feels the movement of the heart towards what it loves. Even in the stillness of meditation, the pilgrim feels a movement of heart towards what it loves. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I wonder what you're moving towards, honestly. Like if there's any clues we can get in relation to this, maybe. What is the pilgrim? What is a Sagittarius moving towards, or should they move towards? What are they headed towards that you want them to freely move towards? Your strength, your empowerment. Maybe you love animals. Maybe nature. Messages. What do you want to? Maybe a Pisces specifically. Could be changing your perspective about how you tap into your strength. There could be some new beginning, or emotionally, in some sense, you're coming out of depression or anxiety. You could be making a solid choice or decision. This could be about an Aquarius, about a home change, real estate change here too. You might have to manifest something. Could be a love situation, ultimate contentedness with somebody who has an air sign placement, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements. This could be somebody older. This could be somebody who is very passionate and knows how to defend their passions. You could be working with this person, letting down your boundaries or barriers, kind of knowing that in divine timing all will be revealed, and clarity will come in regards to the new financial and security and long-term start with this person. Mm-hmm. This person could be going through some challenges as well in order to reach this ultimate stability with you. They could be coming out of a commitment to move towards a new beginning as well. They could feel overburdened about this ending. But this person's ultimately going to get success, especially if they tap into their intuition and they focus on a friend, or maybe a new beginning financially, or some information or studying regarding long-term security and finances. There could be something about a marriage here as well. This could be a collaboration with somebody quite caring. This could make a choice. This could be a choice to become single, to actually pursue this very passionately. I don't know. There's a desert here, but I kind of saw a beach, like North Carolina. Like I just got that in my head, like like those Nicholas Sparks books. So this could be like something very romantic, like those books. Could be holding on to a Pisces, or this Pisces is holding on to you. This person could be the person with the air sign placements, and they could be looking to collaborate with you and communicate this with you and move quickly towards this. So they're analyzing something like how to best come out of this kind of tower situation that they face. They could need to kind of isolate themselves as well, and in order to come into this clarity, to leave something behind. something that was pretty burdensome in order to actually have personal contentment and success and move towards you. Sagittarius, the Temperance on the bottom of the deck is the last card. So ultimate peace as well, if not you specifically. But very interesting, very interesting. Get you some. I think we'll get you a piece of advice from the animals. Oh, you know what? We didn't see the big picture. Yeah, you could be actually traveling somewhere soon to somewhere distant, like a different city or something. There could be a gateway opening up. Sagittarius, best advice for Sag. Best advice, most important vital advice, please. Sagittarius, people and placements. Dharma of Kali. So Dharma is like karma, but good karma. So you could be coming into good karma. We'll go ahead and read this. This could be with a Gemini. Could have met this person at work. This person could be older. This person could have a really authoritarian kind of sense to them, a really disciplined, mature element about them. With her every action is infused with loving purpose. Every challenge and every opportunity in your life exists by her divine design. Her spiritual intelligence is within your heart. When you trust in your integrity and proceed according to soul's values, you are trusting and empowering her to be a cause in your life. Everything that is happening is a part of how your prayers are being answered. A new order is to be established. You are being led to it. To honor the Dharma means to live according to genuine spiritual principles. What those principles are depends on inner values. To live according to values means living with integrity of being, conducting yourself according to an inner spiritual code. If you are not quite ready to take such responsibility or do not yet have confidence to trust in your own values, work with an external moral code and attempt to align with that. Morality is like training wheels for the soul, imposing concepts of right and wrong. It's a top-down approach, mind first, then attempting to mold behavior accordingly. Spiritual integrity is a different approach. It does not ask what others think about a matter or how we will be judged for acting in a certain way. Rather, it inquires as to what resonates the most spiritually aligned course of action for us. It considers how we can speak and act in such a way that those inner values are respected. Adherence to external moral codes is useful in the earlier stages of development, but when a soul is ready to grow, being overly guided by morality can undermine spiritual progress. Morality can lead the soul into a state of psychological infancy, of responding to externally imposed measures of conduct and aiming to avoid repercussions when a transgression is discovered by another, or may suffer with guilt or shame when a moral code has been violated intentionally or not. In such mindset, we hand over power to the collective that establishes the code, whether it be religious, socioeconomic, familial, or a political group, or the collective more generally. In following that code, we can adopt something of a childlike attitude to punishment and reward, hence the shock when bad things happen to good people. Those with the courage to grow into following an inner code take great responsibility for their lives and actions. From greater responsibility arises greater freedom. In moving away from the crowd, such souls can forge their own path. This does not mean we act in ways despicable to others. Certainly there are people who deny the power of a moral code, but also lack an inner connection to spiritual presence, and so move with an absence of integrity altogether. Such people create much pain for themselves and others, as they assume a level of personal power without spiritual maturity to ensure that power is expressed benevolently. Our evolutionary process for strengthening our connection to Dharma or spiritual law transforms our relationship with ourselves, each other, and the world. As we grow spiritually and mature at a psychological level, we naturally begin to cultivate our inner values, eschewing those we have been taught that no longer resonate. We learn the often painful lessons of that which happens when we abandon our values to pursue that which society says is more important: control, profit, or personal gain at any cost. Social status through positions of power, for example, we increasingly align ourselves with values that adhere to them more courageously, involving them according to inner resonance rather than outer effect. We realize that self-respect is more important than trying to control or manipulate outer events or other people. We are moved from an inner place rather than motivated by external rewards. As a consequence, it is spiritually safe for us to receive an abundance of material blessings because we know we will not try to sell our soul to obtain them. The Dharma of Kali brings the message that your most abundant successes manifest when you are aligned with your integrity. You do not need to put faith in pathways or projects that don't resonate with your deeper spiritual knowing and values. Seeking the ways of the world to bring you what you need is only going to limit your spiritual progress and undermine the most abundant manifestation of your purpose. If you intuitively know what you need to engage with a more traditional worldly means of progress, then you could do so with your spiritual integrity intact and guiding you to stay true to yourself in the process. As you are guided from within, you shall make the best progress. Beautiful. As you were guided from within. Okay. And then we have 17 on the bottom of the deck, blue Tara. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's see. Sweet Mother of Peace now bestows her gifts of clarity, peace, and the power to overcome any negative condition. Just as the beautiful lotus grows from the muddied waters, so too shall you arise from confusion, difficult circumstances, and heavy energies into sacred blossoming. If you feel held back or slowed down by your circumstances, remember your soul has the ability to process all experiences and become stronger, not weaker. Through doing so, the oracle indicates healing and positive prediction for a peaceful future. Second to the Mahavida wisdom goddesses is the goddess Tara. Represented by her many colors, Tara manifests in unlimited forms to accomplish whatever task is required to support the spiritual liberation of all. Tara can be Saumya, gentle, kind, comforting like the moon. She can be Ugra Tara, fierce defender against extreme negativities, wrathful and fearsome. Her multiple forms reminds us of the unending resourcefulness of Divine Mother. It is taught that Tara will manifest in whatever form is required for protection of spiritual aspirants. Tara is the Divine Mother's enlightened activity. Sometimes we subconsciously switch off from divine assistance by limiting what we think is possible for spiritual energy to influence and manifest. This oracle asks you to challenge such spirit-limiting beliefs to empower divine assistance in your life. Tibetan Buddhist doctrine teaches that Tara loves all as her one child. There is a significance to this that is freeing. In the realm of ego, we see ourselves and others as allied or at war. The ego thinks you are either with me or against, and the battle ensues. For the peace-loving heart, there is no joy in such a way of being. It creates anxiety, distress, fear, which steals power, love, and hopefulness from the heart. When we acknowledge that Tara loves all as her one child rather than many children, it gives us permission to receive fully without guilt. It gives us leave to not lose faith if another appears to be unjustly gaining the upper hand, because we can remember our hearts that we are all loved and treasured equally. No matter what appears to be, there is no such thing as privilege at a spiritual level. We are all in this together, and what happens when one affects all? We can only grow, heal, and awaken together in entirety. There will be some who have the capacity to move ahead of the curve. They will be supported in doing so, yet there are no important than those struggling to find the path. This does not mean that those with more advanced capability should martyr themselves to the lower frequency of the spiritual brothers and sisters or give up attempting to make individual progress. The more progress we make on our spiritual journey, the more benefit we ultimately bring to the collective, because we are all connected. You can't choose who will be able to acknowledge and support your spiritual path, nor how it benefits your benefits will reach others. Some will be able to receive a direct and immediate benefit. Others will not have the capacity yet, even if they and you cannot see how they can benefit as you make progress on your spiritual path. You can assume it is happening nonetheless. Blue skin Tara represents the element of spaciousness. Creating space in our lives opens us up to grace. You can only receive that which you create room for. Blue Tara reminds us to continually clear the way for grace. That can require letting go of mentally clinging and emotional distress and becoming open to positive outcomes, no matter how unlikely or inaccessible they may sometimes seem to be. We do not accomplish this by denying or ignoring thoughts and feelings, but practicing reassurance and dropping into trust. It is a spiritual art. Sometimes it will be easier to practice than others. Yet in shifting from distrust to trust again, we learn the pattern. We learn to drop from our head into our heart. We learn to empower Tara's grace in our lives for the spiritual benefit of all. Unlike Callie's wild and free hair, Tara's is carefully coiled. This represents her gift of gently taming the wild spirit and providing us with careful, patient, and loving steps to bring ourselves back to peace and empowerment. If you have been feeling out of control of yourself or situations you have felt incapable of positively influencing, the Oracle of Blue Tara brings comfort. Chaos will give way to correct higher order of love. Let there be peace in your heart as she looks to her right, gazing towards the future. The gift of this oracle is a prediction of a peaceful, protected, and authentically expressive future drawing close to you now. You have every right to feel hopeful, happy, secure in your future. Destiny is unfolding. Beautiful. This could be about your career specifically, or maybe like spiritual growth, like a new spiritual awakening or something, like a new way of operating spiritually. But I do hope you like this reading. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, or hit the Buy Me a Coffee link if you want to leave a tip. Thank you. Take care.